Carpentry and antiques are my passions. Through the years, I have amassed various collections as well as useful woodworking skills. I have learned that just by keeping your eyes open while earning a living, you can learn a lot. I'm always looking for ways to do things differently and deviate from what's conventional. Join me on a journey of education and entertainment through projects and adventures. My name is Tischler, and welcome to my channel. Hi everyone, and welcome to Passive House episode 13. This episode is just going to be little clips and stuff of us coming back to do little odds and ends around here. So just keep in mind that this isn't going to be like a week. This could take over a month to make this episode. I don't really know. But yeah, I'll show you what we're doing today. So we got this lid for the crawl space built, which is insulated, just with EPS foam. So I just have to figure out a way to space it away from the wall. So when you tip it up, it'll tip over center and be able to lay against the wall. We will put a latch on it just for safety purposes so it doesn't fall down and kill you, but it's just easier to have it flip over center so it's not tugging on that latch. Okay, so a quick update here at the Passive House. Electricians have been in here. They got the Herman Nelson coming in the window so it's warm in here. A lot of the electrical is done. Just working on that, and the plumbers also got this all rationalized, so we put that last panel on there, and yeah, it's all starting to come together here in terms of electrical. Got kind of a makeshift door here to keep the heat in. If I can make it outside in time, I'll show you the crawl space access. So we got that on and hinged, so that'll keep a little bit of the heat in. So now that this is on, opens up nicely, and that'll have to be flashed obviously so water doesn't fall down in there, but yeah, that's a nice little hatch for the crawl space. And moving inside, the electricians are in here now doing their electrical work. Got a little makeshift door made. They got the Herman Nelson blowing some heat in here. So I don't really know much about electrical, so I'm not going to try and commentate too much on exactly what's going on here, but they're getting their work done, so we'll stay up to date with that. So today I'm back at the Passive House. This is like a couple weeks after the last clips you just saw, and there's some changes here that I want to show you, so let's go take a look. So the first exciting thing you'll notice when we walk in is there's doors and windows, which is awesome. Unfortunately, I wasn't around when they installed these doors, but I can show you them at least. These types of windows and doors, people from Europe will be familiar with these, but I'll demonstrate them once. I'll put a handle in later on and do a bit of a demo, but they're basically passive standard windows. So they seal, I guess this one's got so they open like that, and there's multiple latching points around the window, so it draws it in tight everywhere. And then I'll have to put the actual latch on. Yeah, they tilt down too, but it doesn't really work without the proper latch. So I'll do an actual demo of the windows later on, but yeah, they're all in, and we are just going to be sealing them. This caulking here air seals it, and then we'll spray foam them from the outside and put the styrofoam insulation on the jambs. So we will get to doing that and show you a bit of how that's all done. So a quick demo on insulating. I have the spray foam gun here, and it's pretty straightforward. You just take it and fill up the cavity there, being careful not to put too much in because you don't want it to expand and come out and then have to just cut it off and waste a bunch. So try and put enough in that it'll fill the gaps, but not too much. And then I'll go around with the sawhorse and come back and do the tops afterwards. Now I'll just do a quick demo of putting one of these handles on, and then I can show you how these actually operate properly. You can get these screws out of here. So this cover pops off and flips to the side like that. The neutral position for these handles will be downward, like so. Okay, I'll pause the video, that's going to take forever. Okay, so now that those are in, that cover just flips back like that. So that's your closed position for the window. Then turn it 90 degrees and the window tilts, or I mean turns open like that. Then you close it, turn it another 90 degrees, and the window tilts to let air vent in. So yeah, that's basically the functionality of the tilt and turn windows. So now for the final step in insulating the windows, we just take this 3/4 inch styrofoam and put it over that gap, butt it in there, take a plastic cap nail to tack it on. And then cut another piece to fit, and so on. So we are back here today doing the air sealing on the windows. So it's basically just a caulking gun, and you just kind of fill up that gap there. And that air seals everything, so no air can leak in between. Make sure you get around the clips good. I'm out. I'll have to change this. Now for our plumbing penetrations, I want to do the same thing and just seal it up in there. Okay, so they just delivered the drywall for the ceiling, so we're just hauling that in right now. These are 12-foot sheets, they're kind of heavy. Okay, so we started insulating the interior cavity. Now, if you can remember from a previous episode, we blew in cellulose insulation into the exterior cavity. And now this interior cavity gets insulated with batt insulation, just like a conventional wall. So I just want to show these corners and how I'm doing this. If I can get the camera in there, I cut a piece to go all the way to the back of the wall, and then the next piece to butt into it. So you have insulation, if I can get it to focus, insulation all the way around this corner. So it's a really warm corner because there's no thermal bridging from here to the outside. So these are ripped in half, so they fit in between that. So this one goes all the way to the back like that. And then this one, same thing. Gets stuffed in there. And that's how I do the corners. And then just take a piece and cut it to fit in there. So now we're working on polying the garage. We got it all insulated. And the garage is just a conventional, it's not part of the passive envelope, so we're just doing a vapor barrier in here. Okay, so we got the poly on, got all the sealing done and everything like that. It worked out pretty well actually in terms of lengths and widths. Didn't have to cut any strips. And in here, got a bit of insulation in this side, just kind of working away at it. And yeah, what else? Drywall got hauled in. So yeah, windows are in. Even without the insulation in the ceiling, it still seems to hold the heat okay. So I think I'll leave it there for episode 13. I'm not sure when we'll be back to do episode 14, but we're just kind of back and forth doing some things, and yeah, so remember to subscribe if you haven't already. You can check out my Instagram at Austin_Tischler and my merch store if you're interested. I'll put a link to that stuff in the description. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.